third day of my coastal trip. The sound of the waves hitting the coast is mesmerizing. We crossed a distance of 200 kilometers to come to the beautiful small village from Mumbai. We got up early to visit the famous temple of Lord Sri Harihareshwar, whom the village is named after. These numerous temples scattered all over the Konkan area are exquisite examples of traditional Indian architecture and the uniqueness of Maratha style and design. That is the characteristic feature of this place. I have reached Sri Harihareshwar temple, and as you can see, I have a thali of offerings which I am going to offer to the gods. It was a prominent site during the reign of the Peshwas, and Harihareshwar was the family deity of the Peshwas, thus giving it a significant place in the Maratha history. The exact date of its construction is unknown. Historical evidence shows that Ramabai, senior Madhavrao Peshwa's queen, visited to worship Harihareshwar, praying for the good health of her ailing husband. Harihareshwar temple complex has two adjacent temples. The smaller Kal Bhairav temple is expected to be visited first. In the Varaha age, there was a demon named Shatagana. To kill him, Lord Mahadev, in a very angry mood, opened his mouth and spewed out flames. Out of it, even a more fierce god emerged. He was Kal Bhairav. There are only two Kal Bhairav temples in India. One is at Kashi and the other is at Harihareshwar. Harihareshwar, with its temple complex with deities of Shiva, Vishnu and Brahma, along with the temples of Kal Bhairav and Yogeshwari, is an important pilgrim center and is chiefly responsible for exalting Harihareshwar as a tourist destination.
करचरणकृतं वाक्कायजं कर्मजं वा.
As per the Hindu ritual, you need to do a pradakshana whenever you visit a temple. Pradakshana means you need to take a circle around the temple. So right now I am here at the temple, so I am going to take a circle around it. It's a little high and steep and difficult, but I'll do it anyways. So right now I'm taking a circle around the temple. It's really high from here, but you can see the scenic beauty from here, which is very beautiful and breathtaking. This is the unique beauty of Sri Harihareshwar, where the waves seem to touch the feet of Lord Harihareshwar. Harihareshwar is bordered on one side by the Bangkok Creek and on the other side by the Arabian Sea. The Bangkok is the confluence of the Savitri River and ocean. A beautiful cypress grove adds greenness to the seaside environment. This is another surprise of Sri Harihareshwar. After climbing 500 meters, now it's time to get down. A parikrama route goes around the temple along the seashore. The parikrama that starts from behind the temple ends up climbing up the hill behind the temple and finally descends to rocky tidal pools that lead to the Harihareshwar beach. Visitors should be careful when descending as the steps are very slippery when wet. It is not advisable to go on this route during high tide. It's time to drink some coconut water and enjoy the magnificent view of the Arabian Sea. This is also the perfect place for photography due to its amazing scene. I will get a better place to relax. During the tides, water comes up and these holes that you can see are formed by the continuous hitting of these tides. This is the perfect combination of the mighty Western Ghats and the beautiful Arabian Sea. Now it's time to take some pictures for my Instagram account. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram on Secrets of India Shriti. Pradakshina mark around the temple was built by Chandra Rao More. Even in 1674, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has also visited the Harihareshwar temple. Later, the temple was renovated completely in 1723 by Bajirao Peshwa I after having been almost destroyed in a fire inside the main sanctum of the temple. Harihareshwar temple is a melange of natural beauty and spiritual enhancement. What makes the temple even more religiously significant is that the holy river Savitri that originates at Mahabaleshwar merges with the Arabian Sea at Harihareshwar. It is also known as Devghar or House of God. So if you have any plan to relax as well, worship the god, Harihareshwar is the perfect weekend destination for the people of Mumbai and Pune. There are several accommodation plans here including the Bhakti Nivas, which is quite reasonable. So now my pradakshina is over and right now we are heading towards the next location. So what are you waiting for? Now we will be proceeding further south to reach Goa at the earliest. I will bring more fun facts in the next episode. See you then.